How was the global box office this weekend? Looks like Ne Zha 2 is finally dethroned by newcomer Mickey 17. I didn't see that coming. I thought Ne Zha 2 would take the top spot again, but it is heading towards its 6th weekend and is starting to slow down in China. Mickey 17 is a 2025 science fiction dark comedy film written and produced and directed by Bong Joon-ho, based on the 2022 novel Mickey 7. Set in the future, the plot follows a man who joins a space colony as an expendable, a disposable worker who gets cloned every time he dies for research purposes. The plot sounds pretty similar to the 2009 movie Moon, which was a pretty entertaining movie. Mickey 17 pulled in $19.1 million at the domestic box office and an estimated $25.4 million internationally, bringing the total weekend global gross numbers to $44.5 million. The movie has become the fastest film of 2025 to surpass 2 million moviegoers at the Korean box office. Maybe this movie will be Korea's Ne Zha 2 moment. Probably not. But still, it's nice to know that the Koreans are supporting the director. Even though the movie is starting out strong, it has a high production budget of $118 million and might have a problem just trying to break even. Speaking of breaking even, Captain America Brave New World is getting closer to breaking even and might just look like the movie would just be a wash for Disney. Captain America Brave New World grossed an estimated $8.5 million domestically from 3,480 locations and $9.1 million internationally this weekend. The total domestic gross for Captain America stands at $176.58 million and the total global gross is at $370.8 million. The movie needed around an estimated $425 million just to break even, which is slowly getting there, and it might get to break even or a slight loss for Disney by the end of its run. Looks like Captain America Brave New World actually grossed more than Captain America the First Avenger, which grossed $370 million by the end of its run. Does this mean Anthony Mackie brings in more money than Chris Evans as Captain America?
You're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not.
I'm just trying to rile the Chris Evans fans up. You can argue if Captain America the First Avenger was adjusted for inflation, it would destroy Brave New World. At this point, I think Disney is glad Captain America isn't a total flop, and Disney will look ahead towards Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, and Avengers Secret Wars to be huge moneymakers, which they most likely be. Spider-Man 4 might even outgross the next Avengers movies. Ne Zha 2 is on its 6th weekend and has been slowing down in China. Ne Zha 2 brought in $41 million in its 6th weekend worldwide, including $38 million from China and $3 million internationally. The global total gross for Ne Zha 2 is at $2.052 billion, and now it has officially taken the number 6 spot on the highest grossing movies of all time list, beating Avengers Infinity War. And Ne Zha 2 is the first Chinese film to make it on that list. The current estimate for the movie is that it will finish its run bringing in around $2.15 billion, which, if it does get there, would put Ne Zha 2 in the 5th spot as the highest grossing movie of all time, beating Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's really the first movie to bring in $2 billion from a single market. Despite its historic success, the movie is still not released everywhere yet, and is set to release in Malaysia and Thailand on March 13th and 14th, Indonesia on March 19th, UK finally gets a full release on March 21st, and it goes to Japan on April 4th. Looks like Ne Zha 2's days of being number 1 at the global box office are over. And now with Mickey 17 taking this number 1 spot, maybe Snow White coming later this month or the Minecraft movie in April will be the number 1 at the global box office. What movie do you guys think will be at the top of the global box office next week? Can Ne Zha 2 take the 5th place from Star Wars The Force Awakens? Let me know in the comments.
你打我啥？你打我啥？是魔是仙，我自己说的算。
瞧不起我们，我也堂堂5件。
不留活口，不傻。
谁和你做朋友？